Yo, what is up, everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 21 online game. Today we have the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Tennessee Titans. This is a rematch of last season's AFC Championship game. Of course, the Chiefs ended up winning this game and eventually winning the Super Bowl, but not before a serious challenge from this quote-unquote underdog Titans squad. Yeah, the Tennessee Titans barely made it into the playoffs, and they were considered underdogs in every playoff game they played against Tom Brady's Patriots, Lamar Jackson's Ravens, and eventually Patrick Mahomes' Kansas City Chiefs, who took them down. That's not to say that this is a team to easily sleep on. This team is one of the better defensive units in the league when you think of the likes of Kevin Byard, who forces the incompletion, Adoree Jackson in the secondary. In the middle level, you got guys like Jayon Brown and Rashad Evans. On the front line, you had Jurrell Casey last year. Of course, Casey's now been traded to the Denver Broncos. Nonetheless, this team is pretty talented on the defensive end. But when you think of the Tennessee Titans today, you don't think of their defense first. You think of Derrick Henry, of course. You're going to think of last season's regular season rushing champion, King Henry, the former Alabama running back who turned it up a notch in the playoffs for sure, especially that memorable performance against the Baltimore Ravens where he was running people over. He threw the jump pass for a touchdown. Right now we're jumping for joy as Adoree Jackson has an acre of green grass to just chill out in, eventually stop, and finally scored a touchdown on the pick six, which doesn't really help us out because we are trying to focus on Derrick Henry today and get Derrick Henry his X factor of freight train. So all this defense we're playing right now is not really too important. So you know what? Let's get the ball back for the offense. Do not put your hands in the cookie jar. You will not get away with it. And now let's bring Derrick Henry onto the field. But Henry facing a couple of Chiefs players. Derrick Henry can break a lot of tackles, but when the whole team is containing him, not so much. But more often than not, Derrick Henry is going to fall forward, if not just straight up break the tackle. It's a blitz look on 3rd down and 4, so we're going to come out passing, and it's a great pass and an even better play after the catch from A.J. Brown for the touchdown. A.J. Brown had a very impressive rookie season, especially once Ryan Tannehill took over as the quarterback for the Tennessee Titans. A.J. Brown really turned it up a notch, and especially with how much defenses have to pay attention to King Henry, that's going to allow A.J. Brown to cook even more potentially in his sophomore season. But of course, you know, we're all here for Derrick Henry. I almost said Derrick Brown. Derrick Henry, I feel like, is the equivalent of in Grand Theft Auto when you steal the armor police truck. You just feel like you're invincible. That's what it feels like running the ball with Derrick Henry in Madden 21 as we get the interception with Kevin Byard. Do not put your hands in the cookie jar. It's not going to go well for you, and you're more than likely going to end up rage quitting like this guy does. So let's move on to the next game. This time we're going against Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay, as we like to call it. When I did the Tom Brady X Factor video, some people were like, do you not know how to pronounce Tampa Bay? Like, is this dude, like, what's wrong with him? Dude. Tampa Bay. Get it? Tom Brady? Tampa? Come on, I didn't think I had to explain that one, but apparently we did. Nonetheless, here is Tom Brady on the offensive end. Once again, we're playing a lot of defense when I'm trying to run this rock with Derrick Henry. Like, Derrick Henry is so much fun to use in Madden 21. Like, even if you are a pass-first player, like, I have more fun passing the ball in general. But playing with Derrick Henry, man, like, you just feel like you have all the weight of the world on Derrick Henry's shoulders, and you can just run people over, bowl people over, give him a stiff arm, whatever you feel like doing, Derrick Henry can deliver. Right now, it's all about Tom Brady, and whoever he wants to throw the ball to, Gronk, Evans, Godwin for the touchdown, you name it, he's got it. He's in the end zone. An impressive opening drive by Tom Brady. This guy's already faring a lot better than our previous opponent did, so how are we going to keep up with him? Not by airing the ball out, but ground and pound. That's what this Tennessee Titans team is all about, as Derrick Henry carrying the defensive back forward there, but not forward enough to get the gain of over 10 yards. So in order to activate Freight Train, it takes 5 rushes of over 10 yards, so at least 5 rushes of 11 yards. If you get 10, it's probably not going to count. Even though Derrick Henry's off to a good start, you know, we really want to get those break-off runs, which isn't exactly Derrick Henry's game. His game is more of, you know, getting 3 yards and then fighting for the next 4 after that, kind of like he tried to do right there. But thankfully for us, that actually was a gain of over 10 yards, so that's 1 out of 5 on the Freight Train X Factor. Once we get Freight Train activated, as my opponent sends the absolute crib, nobody covers Henry, who might have been gone with a bit better footwork. Nonetheless, you know, we would rather run the ball with Derrick Henry and get these gains of over 10 yards so we can get this freight train. If you think Derrick Henry's hard to tackle right now, wait until we get freight train, because freight train allows Derrick Henry to break more tackles. That's essentially what it is. He is just a human freight train. So, yeah, let's continue working on that. Though on 3rd down and 14, Tannehill hit as he throws the ball. Great teamwork by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Eventually, it's going to be an interception for Mario Edwards, but it was all the play made by Shaq Barrett as Scotty Miller, middle of the field. Scotty Miller might be a legitimate weapon for this Tampa Bay offense, especially if you've been reading articles about how Tom Brady's hyping up Scotty Miller. Oh, nobody's hyping up Mike Evans but Mike Evans as he celebrates, presumably by accident after making the catch, and my opponent fumbles the ball. We get the fumble recovery as the ball stays in bounds. That's an unfortunate break right there for this guy, no doubt about it, as we catch him sleeping on the RPO. Adam Humphries getting the first down, and now we have the 2-minute warning hitting. Shovel option, you know we want Derrick Henry. Great blocking up ahead. That's going to allow Derrick Henry to get the first down and more. Oh, wow, Derrick Henry all the way. It's bully ball, and Derrick Henry is a human bowling ball right now. He's the king of the hill as he scores the touchdown. Derrick Henry is not a man to be messed with. That was just a vicious run. Like, you know, how could you expect somebody to break out of that jam except for Derrick Henry? Like, you would be mad if most running backs did that to you in a game, but if Derrick Henry does that to you, you tip the cap and you say, yeah, that's what Derrick Henry does, right? So my opponent's trying to move the ball downfield. Has been practically running the same play over and over. Eventually we adjust. Should have had the interception there, but we'll live to play another down, or at least this guy will. 2nd down and 10. He goes middle, and that's going to be intercepted by Rashad Evans. The game stays tied at 7 apiece, and Derrick Henry is making good progress on this freight train. He's already at 3 out of 5 after the touchdown run, and if it wasn't for the speed of Devin White, might have been at 4 out of 5. Shovel option, it worked earlier. Let's try it again. Henry trying to juke it in bounds, but we are eventually tackled. Derrick Henry already over 100 yards rushing in the first half. A bit awkward on the stick work by myself there. It looked like we might have had a bigger gain if I didn't like do that random cut and stop as Henry on the pitch. Nowhere to go. Levante David makes the tackle. Obviously, you know, with 5 seconds left, it would be smart to run the ball, but I'm just trying to get Derrick Henry some rushing yards. And this is what I'm talking about when I say it's just so much fun playing with Derrick Henry. It's just like, boom, sit down, little man. Like, who do you think you are, right? Like, I'm a 6'3" running back, and you're just a little defensive back. Get out of my way, or else I'll make you get out of my way. That's what Derrick Henry brings to the table, as Henry up the middle runs a man over, eventually tackled, but that run is going to activate freight train on Derrick Henry. So now we got Derrick Henry before. Now we truly have King Henry in action. We actually throw the ball to Henry here, and basically this X Factor will allow us to either fall forward or just break a bunch of tackles. So we're just going to keep on giving the ball to Derrick Henry until we lose freight train, which is lost by being tackled for a loss, or, you know, probably just fumbling the ball or something like that. Either way, we'll try to do neither of those as Derrick Henry stiff arms White out the way and gets the first down carry to the 38-yard line. Henry near 150 yards. Now we'll try to get Derrick Henry the ball on the screen pass, but we're going to hold it with Tannehill and get sacked. I could have given it to Derrick Henry right there, but if I gave the ball to Derrick Henry, he probably would have been tackled for a loss. So, you know, I just decided to hold it with Tannehill. I'll take the sack, right? Like, it's whatever. As long as we have Derrick Henry still with this freight train. Unfortunately, now we have ourselves a 3rd down and 21. We've been bounced out of field goal range. We're just going straight up for the touchdown to A.J. Brown. That's not going to work at all. And we actually end up punting the ball here. 4th down and 21. Like, I'd love to go for it on 4th down. Not 4th down and 21, though. And check out the punt. That's why you play special teams. Tom Brady from his own 1-yard line. What can he do? For now, hand it off to Ronald Jones. That's a good call. And let's throw it to LaShawn McCoy. Yes, LaShawn McCoy is on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Buccaneers, they have a couple of different running backs. No superstar in that backfield, but they got a couple of options, including Shady McCoy, who is not going to get the ball in play action. Instead, Brady's passing. He's hitting Mike Evans, who is going to bully his way for a gain of 8 yards. That's Evans. Easy slant on the RPO. And Evans takes the Buccaneers into borderline field goal range. Ronald Jones bouncing it outside, trying to do something. I don't know, he's trying to juke Casper to Ghost. Either way, he still gets the first down. Brady play action. He's rolling oh so slowly. Whoo! And very quickly nearly changed the game with an interception. Very fortunate the ball is batted is Tom Brady. So on second down, he's going to try to go play action. Try to go end zone. And he's got Scotty Miller for the touchdown. I thought we had the defensive stop right there, but I think it was Jayon Brown in a middle deep blue right there, and I needed to move him over a little bit more to the right pre-play in order for him to get that interception, so or at least get a stop. So I knew how we messed that play up. It just sucks. I felt like we had the right adjustment. I just needed to be a little bit more precise with it. But that's the thing. You gotta be damn near perfect to stop Tom Brady and this offense. You can be perfect, and you still won't stop Derrick Henry from running you over. This freight train is ridiculous. So let's give it to Henry again on second down and 4. Oh, man, we get caught up on the D-line. The Dominican Sue makes the tackle, or else we might have really been cooking there. 3rd down and inches, we're going to come out passing. Of course, we want Derrick Henry. Of course, we've got Derrick Henry. Even the passing game, Derrick Henry is a legitimate weapon as we get close to the 2-minute warning. Henry breaking off the would-be tackle from Vita Vea. Even big defensive tackles cannot contain King Henry. So we come out the 2-minute warning. We're going to try to come out passing because we do need to move this ball. We are down by 7, and that's not going to help at all. This is going to be 7 points for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as Davis will scoot his way in for 6. Yikes. Yikes. Should have just gave the ball to Derrick Henry. Should have just kept on running that damn ball. Why are we trying to pass the ball with Ryan Tannehill? Because whenever we try to pass, nothing good seems to be happening. We get sacked on the screen pass. We throw a pick 6 on 1st down. And Derrick Henry's still on fire. Like, come on, man. You know, I probably tried to be a bit too conservative and keep Derrick Henry in the zone. I should have just knocked him out the zone and just kept on playing because this is just a disaster now. Is Stevie Wonder grabbed the controller, or is it still me? I hate to report it, but it is still me as Tom Brady trying to force the action out here. Game is pretty much won for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're in field goal range to make it a 3-possession game. This guy, though, he's just out here to air this rock out. Respect to him, I suppose. I appreciate it. He's giving us a chance, and that chance will take. My opponent puts his hands in the cookie jar. Kevin Byard waiting for blocks, and Byard now with Brady to be in the open field. Ooh, that was almost a game-changing pick 6. Nonetheless, the interception ropes us back into the game. Still with all our timeouts going end zone for Henry, but that's going to be intercepted by Levante David. Oh, and it rains, it pours. Like, what is going on in this game right now? Like, this was a pretty clean game. And in these final couple of minutes, now neither person can play proper football. Like, here we go, another interception. You know, cue the, like, circus music in the background. What is going on in this game? All right, we're back on offense. I don't even have confidence in myself to move this downfield at this point, man. Like, you know, I'm just trying to force it to the end zone. I'm like, you know what, we get lucky, we get unlucky. The pass rush coming through there from Shaq Barrett, so didn't even have time to go end zone. At some point, we might just have to give A.J. Brown a shot. I'm thinking right now, 3rd and 10, we'll just let Derrick Henry block to give us the time to go end zone for A.J., but that's going to be intercepted by, yeah, that's Devin White, the linebacker, who beat A.J. Brown, the high point of football. Man, oh man, no way. Is this going to be another interception? Yes, it is. This is just straight up comedy, or just tragic, depending on which way you look at it. Either way, man, we are not going to win this game. At this point, I'm just like, you know what, I'm just going to run the ball with Derrick Henry a couple of times. Maybe pass the ball to Derrick Henry. Maybe not, because that's Levante David! And that's Taylor Lewan forcing the fumble. What a lucky play that we just didn't need. You know, we're making so many defensive stops, even when we throw in interceptions, and it doesn't matter, because I couldn't pass the ball past the line of scrimmage and my life depended on it. So, yeah, we do not win this game, but at least we showcase that Derrick Henry is an absolute monster. That's what we're really here for. It's just comedy afterwards, but it's all good, man. Like, I'm just here to have fun, put some X factors on display. I'm not here to win every game, all right? I don't take myself seriously enough to go, you know, hard and win every game. Sometimes games like this happen, man. So be it. I don't care, man, as long as you guys are entertained. I mean, you might have had some fun watching those last 2 minutes. Wasn't fun for me, but you guys might have had some. Like, even at some point in the moment, I was like, Okay, this is kind of funny. Like, we've literally turned the ball over like 7 times between us in 2 minutes. But yeah, leave a like in the video if you guys enjoyed what you guys saw today. Subscribe for more Madden 21 gameplays. I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you, as always, for watching.